Which competences are most important for project managers?
If we talk about the competences of project managers, then first of all they have to know about project management, the standards and all the things that come to it. There's a whole project management body of knowledge, number of steps to go through. You have to know all that. That comes without saying. But apart from that, they also have to be aware of health, safety and environment issues and develop their projects with those things in mind. They have to think about contracting and procurement as a third discipline, a third main competence. So how to set the project in the market, how to bring the suppliers in. And finally, the most important one actually are the behavioral skills. How to deal with people, how to deal with teams, how to make a project team work effectively and successfully.
How to develop these competences?
Yeah, for that I have to go back to my days before TU Delft. I developed the Shell Project Academy, and the mark or the picture that goes with the Shell Project Academy is a pentagon. So five elements in that education of the project managers. Of course, it is courses on project management and on behavior, as I said, and skills and all these type of things. But next to that, you have to make sure that the things that you learn in the courses, that you practice that in your daily job. So you come with learning goals out of the courses, you go and practice that in the daily activities. In order to do that, you need also a community, a network of people that you can rely on, that you can go to for advice. That's also a step. Then you need from the top, you need mentoring, you need coaching, the way to develop yourself. And the fifth element of that whole development is to certify people that they get a grade or a certificate, whatever you want to call it, in project management, so that you can show that you are competent and that you can deliver those projects.
How is the team effort influencing the success of the project?
The team effort is essential for project success. I would say there is a one-to-one relation between the team working together and the project success. I always say it should be really like this, hands in gloves or integrated approach. At a certain moment, it should not be clear anymore who is coming from where, whether you are talking to a supplier of the team or a contractor in the team or an owner in the team. They should be working together without their background. So that should become one. And that means at the end of the day, the success, the team effort is a necessary condition for success in that sense. So it's pretty strong, I would say.
And how to stimulate effective teamwork in projects?
The stimulating is, as a project manager or as a project team member, you have to give sufficient attention to getting to know each other, to organize the team, to build a team, organize a barbecue, organize a lunch, organize a team outing, whatever. Of course, you have also to deliver the project, but bringing it together, working together, is the most essential part. If you don't do that, then it will not be a success at all.
How can we learn from each other's experiences?
That's one of the most difficult parts in projects. Traditionally, a project is finished, and if you're not so lucky, then the project manager is already gone to the next project. So the second in command can finish it and he can learn from that. That's fine. But after all, we hardly learn enough from previous projects. The way we recognize that and the way we try to overcome this is by asking the project manager that is nominated for a new project to look for colleagues who have delivered similar projects in the past and to come together on the side of one of these projects for 2 or 3 days and talk all the things over, exchange on a social interaction, exchange all the learnings from the teams and the things that are required for the new teams. So that's what we call the social learning, bringing 2 or 3 people together to exchange their experiences. That's, in our view, the best way to do it. Databases are nice, but they don't work. People don't take the time to dive into the database and to find the things that they need. They are too pressed for time. They have to deliver a new project and don't spend the time on it. Bringing them together socially might work.